Mark here, cooking books, bringing information. So this video is purely informational. It's purely informative. Nothing really to tie into anything practical. Just information to inform yourselves with. So I've been, if you've been looking at my videos, I've been studying genetics and the gene code and genomes and so on and so forth. And so now I've been looking at cells and the different types of cell divisions, mitosis and meiosis. And mitosis is pretty much cell division that's responsible for, again, this is just purely tutorial. This is purely instructive, just for information, just cause. And I just study this stuff because it's fun. I have a good time. I actually enjoy myself just sitting here studying what many might consider pretty dull, obtuse, and boring. But I actually have a good time with it. So I wanted to just share some of the stuff I've been coming across. So yeah, so it's mitosis, which is responsible for repairing of cells, repairing of damaged cells, responsible for growth of an organism, and maintenance overall. And then there's meiosis. And then also mitosis is when cells divide in mitosis. It's an exact copy of the parent cell is made. The result is two daughter cells, right? But they're considered diploid because they have the exact copy of the parent cell. In other words, they're complete. They have the exact amount of chromosomes as the parent cell, so they're considered diploid cells. This is the end result of mitosis. Then you have what's called meiosis. Meiosis is a little bit different. That's where cells divide, but they're considered haploid. Why? Because they only have one set of chromosomes. They don't have the exact copy or match as the parent cell. And the end result is not two, but rather four daughter cells. And those cells have a unique mixture of genetic material. That unique mixture of genetic material is a result of what's called genetic recombination, crossing over. And that simply means that parts of chromosomes are detached, reattached to other chromosomes, and that's what gives you and I our unique features, our distinguished or distinct phenotype. Phenotype simply means our visible traits, right? So siblings that can come from the same parents can look completely different. It's a result of genetic recombination. That's what's responsible for that. So, just studying this stuff, learning, just trying to like dive into it a little bit and understanding, all of this ties into the gene code, obviously, because DNA replication takes place before the cell division, right? So, and we talked about replication in my previous videos, where DNA copies itself, and then there's transcription and then after transcription there's translation. So so all this right here is what comes after. And it's interesting because you understand that that's like we all start out as cells, right? As a human being, we're all just cells. That's all we are. And we start out as cells, and whether it's a sperm cell, these cells are called gametes, by the way. Gametes are sperm cell or the ova for a woman, or the egg, female egg. And this is how we all start out, as just cells. And then over a process of time and evolution, and we develop and we become who we are. But it's interesting because studying the stuff, you ask yourself, like, what gives us life? What animates us? And then you're looking at what the type of cell organisms that we are, where we would be considered eukaryotic, right? Eukaryotic or prokaryotic? Yeah, we would be eukaryotic cells, right? Because eukaryotic are cell membrane with organelles, multicellular cell membranes with organelles, and then prokaryotic cells are simple single cellular organisms with no organelles. So bacteria would be considered prokaryotic, animals would be eukaryotic. And so just really, like I said, this video is purely informative. I'm just sitting here late night doing some research, and just want to share some of it. All right, peace.